Hi, I've been asked to put a little more flesh on the bone or offer some more clarification for the buy and sell portion of my Mark of the Beast video previously. So, if we go back to Revelation 13, verses 16 to 18, it says, "Also, it causes all." Now, it is the false prophet that is described earlier in Revelation 13. "Both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be given a brand on their right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell who does not have the brand, that is, the name of the beast or the number for its name. This calls for wisdom. Let anyone with understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number for a person. Its number is 666. Well, as written, we can say, some people will say that it seems straightforward. There's going to be a microchip in your hand, or there's going to be bio-recognition of your palm print or something. And we're just going to wave that over something, and that's how we're going to buy and sell things. Well, let's get into that in a little more detail. Depending on the translation you read, on the right hand or the forehead is also translated as in the right hand or the forehead, and some also say upon the right hand or the forehead. And there are several different combinations, but those are the three certainly most common. So you're getting the view that it's not quite as straightforward as they were originally thinking. Now, Canada and other countries, particularly China, they have a digital currency called the renminbi. And they are already buying and selling using that central bank digital currency, and they're using it instead of the regular bank accounts and credit cards. This, in China, it also includes their social credit score and a whole bunch of other things that, for example, the World Economic Forum has included in the digital ID QR code. Now, Canada is moving in that direction. New Zealand, Australia, France, others as well are moving in that direction. So, bottom line is this is already here. And the access to your money in this scheme is only via the digital ID QR code, which is based on your COVID passport QR code on your smartphone. Now, this could easily be what John says is the right hand. So I looked at this as the Apostle John sitting in a cave on the island of Patmos in 95 AD and getting a vision of someone at a store with a smartphone in their right hand, waving it over a sensor to pay for something with the QR code. In John's position, having no concept of a phone, let alone a smartphone, he might just say, "That's your right hand." Feel free to come up with your own opinion. And please, I implore you to read the entire book of Revelation. As I've said before, it is the only book in the Bible that promises a blessing to all who read it. Note that if your opinion includes a microchip in your hand, that's not terribly likely, even scientifically, or economically, as those microchips need direct access. If those chips are going to do the things they want to do with them, and you'll see that in the next slide, they have to be in contact with the neural nets in your brain, which are not accessible via your hand. Therefore, the forehead is much more probable for the microchip scenario. So as I promised, here's a slide from the World Economic Forum. You can see the web address up at the top, or most of it. They want to microchip kids. That's my highlighting, by the way. Like the implants that have already been proposed by others, these must be in or near the brain to access those neural nets in the brain. So, like QR codes and the COVID passport and so on, this will be sold as a health benefit to some who, in somebody's view, they need it, and it will be marketed as a convenience to those who want it. Those who do not want it, Revelation 13:15 says, he was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Sounds like artificial intelligence, or AI, to me. If this image of the beast is to be AI-based, why would anyone want a microchip in their brain? That just means you are opening yourself to being controlled like a robot by whoever has access via hacking or anything else directly to your brain. So in summary, the right hand could easily be a smartphone with a QR code. The forehead could easily be a microchip implant, currently being proposed by the WEF for children with disabilities. They always start with the kids. The image of the beast isn't here yet, but I'm sure it soon will be. When it arrives, many will be killed who do not worship it, likely me included. Jesus is the only way to come out on the winning side of this. God bless you. Go in love, for love alone endures. Go in peace, for it is the gift of God to those whose hearts and minds are set on him. Go in safety, for you cannot go where God is not. Go with God. Thank you.